Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. BuildWealth. I am back at it once again. If this is your first time joining me, I'm here to share information and resources that can help you get started with building wealth. Before we get into the topic, as always, I want to make sure I punch in my website so you'll know where to find me. Got some good information and resources on that website. And if you've just been curious about what I'm into, what I'm up to, how I'm trying to help people out, feel free to check out the website. It's just, again, it's there for a reason. If you want to reach out, fill out the contact us at the bottom of the website, and I'll be more than happy to circle up with you and see how I can be of service. So, the topic for this one is when you're good and ready. And I wanted to talk about this topic specifically because I do a lot of discovery calls, and these are calls that you're interested or you're curious about what I can offer you as a financial expert, and you just want to kind of feel me out. And I'm doing the same thing for you because I want to see if it's going to be a good fit. And the people who are good and ready, the decision is made just like that. Like, you've done enough research at this point, and if you continue to do any more, you won't achieve anything. And so when you're good and ready, I am excited to work with these people. And if you're not ready, I'm okay with that. I'm impatient. I want to work with people who are good and ready, because when you're good and ready, like, we just can get to work and then you don't make any more excuses. So I onboarded a new client a week ago, and we went through the process, the discovery call. We talked about what she would want to do. And I like the ones who are good and ready, because when I finished the discovery call, I'm like, is there anything else I should know? Do you want to move forward? She was like, yep. I said, great. So we got started. And so I was like, take a couple days for you to kind of gather all your information before we meet. So that way, again, we're prepared for the appointment. And then we have it. And it was an incredible, we did a couple hours worth. And she's a planning client, so she gets that time out of me, right? She's investing in that time to work on her overall financial game plan. And so I said, well, look, I don't want to put too much on your plate, because in my experience, I've seen where we think about all these things we want to do with our financial plans. There's all these different products we got to start doing research on, or maybe I have to educate you about certain things you've already done thus far. It just can become quite overwhelming. But what I always say is, we'll go as fast or as slow as you want to, because it's not about me at this point, right? You've allowed me to provide some assistance to you. But if you say you want to do 5 different things, then I'm going to load it up and expect you to knock off each one of these items, or get to work on each one of these items. And so this client of mine, she did that. Like, she was like, I want to do it all right now. And I was like, all right, slow down. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I said, if you are that adamant about moving quickly, then I'm just going to need to see some progress. Like, you're going to have to do some small tasks that show me you are ready. And if you don't respond right away, or you ghost me for like a couple of weeks, I'm going to know you were just talking. But we had this meeting. I did the follow-up, the recap. In 2 days, she had done like 10 different things. Like, I had an update on everything. She just bullet pointed it in an email, and I was like, yo, she ready. Because she said she was ready, and I'm still nervous sometimes when people tell me they're ready to kind of get moving. And then, again, something will always come up where they make the excuse. She didn't make the excuse. We laid out our timeline. We had the meeting. I said, let's follow up. And she follows up like right away with all these things. And she's a busy executive. And so I was like, people always say they ain't busy, but like, she found the time to just get to work. And she's like, Jasper, I want to make sure I get all this done before the end of the year. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to be here to root you on and, educate you about some small things that we can do to kind of fine tune it. And we're going to rock out. So I love these people who are good and ready, who are not making the excuses, because for many of us, we continue to make the excuse. And then when we look back 5-10 years from now, we're wondering why we didn't save as much, why we didn't invest as much, why our retirement accounts look a certain way. There's certain things that you just were not willing to do because maybe you just were too busy doing other things. You were not ready. You said you were. You may have been telling people you were, but you just weren't doing the work. And so it's one thing to fantasize and dream about it and be interested in doing stuff. And there's another when you are committed. And when you are committed, I know you're good and ready and you're going to do the work. And I'm going to be right there to help you along the way. So if you're finding yourself in that position where there's a lot of stuff that you're trying to do right now by yourself as it relates to your financial plan and you're becoming overwhelmed, let me help you by alleviating some of that pressure. But you got to be ready. Like, you got to be good and ready. And maybe this is just a 15-minute phone call, which I keep telling people about. It's all you might need with me, 15 minutes. Let's get to it. Let's get in, get out, and then let me see what you're going to do. I don't think I need to spend an hour with everybody that I talk to or connect with. I may need 15 minutes with you just to see how you're thinking about stuff, how you feel about stuff, how you're processing your information. What are you not doing that's stopping you from being great? That's what I want to know. And I do not need an hour of your life. So hit the link in my bio and let's get this 15 minutes down. Let's see how much ground we can cover in 15 minutes. If you come prepared and you're good and ready, I'm going to deliver. Straight up. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I am always ready to help people out when they are good and ready to do the work. All right. So if you need somebody, maybe I can be of service to you. Hit the link in my bio, schedule a 15-minute call. If you need longer, I have other options you can schedule as well. And also, I just been kind of getting in the habit of reminding people I have a YouTube channel where I share my BuildWealth observations. And so maybe you're not good and ready just yet. You need a little bit more kind of, some more things to kind of feel me out. Take a listen to some of these observations that I'm making on my YouTube channel. That link is also in the bio because I'm sharing stories about real people. Some of those people are my family members, friends, co-workers, myself included. And I just think you might be able to see kind of why I am trying my best to help people, because the work's got to get done at some point. Unless somebody's going to flat out do everything for you, at some point you've got to do it. Step up, be courageous, let's get past the fear, the embarrassment, because I know we keep telling ourselves we're good and ready, but when I don't see you act, I know that you're not ready. And that's okay. But I want to work with you when you are good and ready, because Mr. BuildWealth is going to be right here waiting for you, standing by, ready to assist. All right? So if you need me, you know where to find me. And if I can be of service, let me know. If I can be of service to a family member, a friend, a coworker, whoever, let them know. Tell them to holler at me. All right, everybody. I'll catch you next time.